Well, I mean, the truth is that it's the people that make the company, and when you place the right strategic pillars in the right spot, there's exponential growth potential for the company, because that's the key decision. So I agree with you and understand. Now, one last question I want to ask you is, how about middle managers? Do you deal with engaging middle managers, and do you go through the same process for them, or is it different?
We do, because oftentimes we're building a department in a company. So we may bring in the president of the division, and then he or she may need a CFO, they may need a marketing person, they may need an HR person, they may need heads of sales. So we'll help them build their team. So yes, of course we go down into middle management. And then we'll come across some very junior people, and we'll say, you know, we're not going to do a search on this, but you may want to know about them. And they'll just, you know, evaluate them on their own. So we don't go through the same lengthy process, but we'll uncover some good people. And then also, if we bring in a top person, they'll be a beacon for other great talent to come in. And so that's wonderful, because then that person is bringing in terrific. More and more our clients are looking for candidates that will be more than innovative or creative thinkers, so that they can have a cutting edge in that marketplace with that client, both domestically and globally. They're looking for people who I've heard one client call, and I'm using the term, a disruptive thinker. Meaning, let's stop the thinking that we've been doing along these lines, because maybe that's too status quo, that's too maintenance. Let's be disruptive thinkers, but it's okay. It's like being at say a cosmetic company, and the whiteboard, and, you know, what types of new products might we put out there for women that they're going to love, you know. I remember the days of putting mink oil into mascara, you know, odd things. We're thinking outside the box. So to really have enough people like that in a company that are going to force others to think differently. Where else can we be going? What market have we overlooked? What do we need to be doing differently? Technology is changing so rapidly. How can we utilize that technology to build, as you said, another pillar for us of strength in this company where we can have a competitive edge? And those are the types of thinkers that are going to make a difference in a company. But you can't just have one, because that's like the single woman at the table, you know, or the one African American at the table. It's only one way of thinking, only one perspective. You have to have others who think like that.
I know you've talked in your books about diversity in hiring. It's not just for the sake of meeting government requirements, but also for...
Yeah, you know, skills and ability are very important. So is diversity, because they bring different skills, different abilities, but we all have our screens that we grew up with, you know, where we went to school, where we were raised. You know, as a woman, I think differently than an African American woman.